Hey everyone, how are you all doing today? So, next week we get the upcoming Cobra Kai comic, which I'm really looking forward to. The reason for this is that it's going to cover the Karate Kid series, but this time it's going to cover Johnny Lawrence's point of view. So in the movie, obviously we got Ralph Macchio's, we got Daniel's point of view of everything, and it made Johnny look like the antagonist, but really, in Cobra Kai now, he is more so the protagonist. So this time, we get to finally see Johnny's story in canon once this comic comes out. It hits shelves everywhere apparently next week sometime. So I'm definitely going to be covering it. However, I'm just going to read you guys what the author of the comic has to say and also what this website has to say about it, as they got the inside scoop. So IDW Publishing is looking to sweep the leg with a brand new comic book series that ties into YouTube Premium's Cobra Kai series. It's titled Cobra Kai: The Karate Kid Saga Continues. The upcoming comic is written by Denton J. Tipton, Goosebumps, Horrors of the Witch House, and drawn by Kagan MacLeod. The 4-part limited series thrusts readers back in time with a retelling of 1984's The Karate Kid from the point of view of the movie's antagonist, Johnny Lawrence. Now here's what the writer has to say. I would go back and watch different scenes from the film, multiple times just to get the perfect tone of the scene, and I also used the screenplay. I read that extensively. Tipton, who's been a big fan of the first film since the age of 8, tells Sci-Fi Wire, I owned in on those scenes to get the dialogue right, because there's always going to be some differences between the script and what actually shows up on film, so I had to tweak the dialogue a bit. IDW provided us with an exclusive interior page from issue number 1, which goes on sale everywhere next week. And then the website, just continues on with the scene, which now I'm going to do in my own words. So, if you guys don't remember, I talked about this probably a few months ago, so during the summer sometime, and now we actually have the first page, or one of the pages from the comic book, and I'll just go over it with you and then give you guys my thoughts on what I hope to see and what I think we'll see. So before we get into it, what I think we're going to see is we're obviously going to see Johnny's point of view of everything, and it's going to paint Johnny with a different kind of light. So we're not going to see him in the same sort of antagonist sort of role that he had in Karate Kid, the first one. Now, what I'm hoping it will do is it'll show us what Johnny got up to after the Karate Kid ended, because we don't really ever know. We actually have no clue what he was up to or what he did. We kind of just jump from the end of, well, basically actually the first 5 to 10 minutes of the Karate Kid 2, and then we see Johnny again 30-something years later in Cobra Kai. So there's a big gap there that they could fill. So here's the page. Of course, it's the classic scene, one of my favorite scenes in all of Karate Kid, when Johnny and the boys roll up and they see Daniel and Allie flirting together on the beach. Hey Johnny, forget it, man. It's ancient history. Who told you? Hey man, I thought they broke up. She did. He didn't. And then they zoom down, which of course we know. But we'll get to see a lot more a point of view from Johnny Lawrence. I'm very excited for it. Then MacLeod went on to say this. It's kind of fun to do stuff that references the movie. Everything played out in the original source material, and we're taking it from a different perspective and retelling it. That's kind of cool. I feel my drawing style came more from Mad Magazine than comics, the movie parodies especially. It's got a little bit of that kind of look to it. I love doing likenesses. The characters are established and the audience knows them, so the most fun part was trying to get a version that is my own, but it's familiar enough in terms of the physical likeness of the characters. It's also challenging too, that's why I like it. It's hard. They're real people, not standard comic characters. Tipton goes on to say, I love to research. I love digging into the background of things and learning how they came to be. Well, I hope you guys are excited for this comic. Have an awesome rest of your day. Hit like on this video if you enjoyed it, and let me know if you want me to cover the full comic. Well, I'm going to be covering it anyways, but just let me know. Catch you guys in the next one. Until then, remember, pain does not exist in this dojo.